What is up, everyone? Max here, the Celeb Talk guy, and we have an unbelievable collaboration video today. This time it is with Up and Adam. He is a fellow YouTuber that is obsessed with Bravo shows. He knows them inside and out, and oh my god, guess what? It came at a perfect time because the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is here. We have a new season starting from the ground up, and I am going to be covering this new show. So I asked Adam to come onto the channel to give us kind of a breakthrough and a walkthrough of what we can expect from all of these different women. So Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, this interview I did with Adam was so much fun. It was so good. So definitely I hope y'all enjoy this video. Let's not waste any more time and just jump right into this interview.
What is up, everyone? Guys, Max the Celeb Talk guy here. We are here with Up and Adam. He is the Bravo enthusiast. Adam, what is up, man?
What's up, man? I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my God, I am excited. Everyone has been telling me you have to get into Bravo, the Real Housewives, and now we have a new season. Perfect opportunity. So I wanted to pick your brain, kind of hear and learn more before this new season airs. You know, when is it coming out? What is going on? What can we expect from each cast member? And what do you think overall with this entire season? So let's not waste any time. I want to hear from you. When is this coming out? What are your just general thoughts? Then we can kind of do more of a deep dive.
Yeah, man. So obviously it comes out tomorrow, November 11th. They already did a little kind of pre-show for anyone who was living in Los Angeles or Salt Lake City. They did a drive-in or a drive-through premiere, which was kind of cool. But we all get to see it if we're not in LA or Salt Lake City tomorrow. So I'm so excited.
Oh my God. And then so how many, what's the cast like? How many women do we have on the show? That kind of stuff. What are you thinking? Do you have any idea when this was filmed too?
Months and months back. I mean, it was back. They announced it at BravoCon. I think I want to say 2019, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
this has been a while back. We have Heather Gay, Meredith Marks, Lisa Barlow, Jen Shaw, which is going to be our breakout star for sure. Mary Cosby, who's married to her step grandfather. Whitney Rose, who married somebody who has kids as old as her. Dude, this is crazy.
Okay, well, I want to just jump right into this. I have heard bits and pieces of each cast member. You just said, was it Mary Cosby? Crosby? Is it Cosby?
Cosby.
Okay.
Yeah, she's... Go ahead. I'll let you take this away.
Well, I've only heard from a friend. So she married her step grandpa. Like, is that actually true, or is it rumored, or what is the deal with that?
So her step grandfather, this is all what we know so far, and I'm sure more of it's going to come out in the season, but her step grandfather was married to her grandmother, who was super influential in the community. So she's the head of the Pentecostal church. And yeah, unfortunately, she married a guy who was 20 years younger than her, who had eyes for her granddaughter.
What? Okay, wait. So Mary's grandma married her current husband, Mary's husband, and he was 20 years younger than her grandma?
It was around 20 years. It might be 20 years on the dot, but yes. So technically it's not incest or anything. It's just
bizarre.
It's a little bizarre. But
wow. Yeah. Okay, I did not know that. So he was significantly younger. That makes more sense. But still, I mean, grandparents. I mean, that is so he has to be like 20 years older than Mary, doesn't he?
I think that they're around the same age, actually.
Okay.
And there's so much speculation here, though, Max, because there are people who are saying that she married her step grandfather because it helped her get a hold of the inheritance. She got
I've heard that too. Yeah, I've heard that. What do you think? Do you think that's true? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Oh, so I don't know if you've seen, there is another YouTuber named Tasha K, and she did an interview with Mary's nephew, who's also her, I guess, kind of step grandson or something like that. But it was so uncomfortable to watch. He comes in and he kept calling her mommy with this really kind of bizarre, like 3-year-old voice, mocking her and just saying that she came in and maliciously took all of the inheritance from the rest of the family. She came in like a spineless jellyfish with a hidden agenda.
Wow. Okay, that's why I'm actually so excited for this Real Housewives series, because with 90 Day Fiance and the other shows I watch, like Love After Lockup, for example, you don't see people rolling around in money, but these housewives, it's a complete opposite. So there's different sides to it. That is going to be interesting. The next one I want to hear about is Lisa Barlow. What is her story? What is her deal?
Man, I Lisa Barlow, I love already. So
Okay.
she's from Jewish heritage, but she
Hmm.
converted to Mormon. She's
Okay.
not technically from Utah, she's from New York. But what's exciting about her is in the Mormon community, you don't drink, you don't have sex, you
Hmm.
don't swear, you don't do a lot of these things. But her and her husband own Vita Tequila, which is prominent in the
Wow.
community. So I think she's going to be a breakout star for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, so she's another big, business guru. And it's funny you bring up the religion. When I think of Utah, it's the first thing I think of is the Mormon religion. How much do you think that is going to be involved in this series, you think?
You know, I have to say, at first, when I was talking to so many different people about, like, what do you think about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? So many people were like, I don't want to watch a bunch of Mormons and I don't care
Hmm.
about religion.
Yeah.
But that's really looking at this with blinders at this point, because what we have here is a dynamic group of women who, yes, have been in the Mormon community, but they're also kind of battling these different odds that are against them. Like
Right.
Heather Gay is divorced. She used to be what
Okay.
she calls herself the crown jewel, and now she's
Yes.
divorced, and it's a little frowned upon.
Yeah.
Lisa Barlow, she has a tequila company. Meredith
Yes.
Marks, her main storyline is infidelity, potentially cheating on her husband. And
Wow.
Whitney Rose married her husband out of an affair. So this is
Hmm.
just one thing
It's
after
yeah.
another.
It's gonna be scandalous. Yeah, and that was the next one I wanted to go into was Heather Gay. That's her name, right? Heather.
Yeah, Heather Gay.
I saw that. So she was like the infamous Angel. She was amazing, and then what's her story? I read into that one too.
So she owns a med spa. She got a
Mhm.
divorce. I don't technically know too much about her divorce yet, but she seems like she's coming in like a real party personality.
Okay.
Andy's already named her as one of his favorites, along with
Okay.
Mary, because he thinks
Yeah.
they're both so interesting. But her storyline, she is actually related to one of the other housewives. She's related to
Oh.
Whitney. She's her second cousin, and she's apparently the party girl. So we're gonna see her come in, and she even says in one of the trailers, she's like, we own a med spa, and my kind of woman is a woman who comes in and gets Botox before she pays her bills.
Yeah.
So she's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then so now she's related to Whitney. What's Whitney's story?
So Whitney, okay, Whitney, she dated her boss in secret, and I guess one day she just walked in and she was like, I'm going to be with you. And they started this affair. And then eventually
Wow.
they were going to call it quits. And she, as she says, got knocked up. So she got pregnant, and
Wow.
he ended up keeping her around. So everything was against them because a lot of people with the age gap and everything, there was an affair. I mean, there's so many different variables that were working against them. They
Hmm.
didn't think that this couple was going to work. But we start off the new season with what I call the kiss of death, which is the vow renewal.
Hmm.
Whitney and her husband celebrating 10 years of marriage. So I guess it is working.
Wow. Wow. 10 years. So he was married. She was working for him. They had an affair. He left his current wife and ran off and married her.
And then they were excommunicated from the Mormon church because of all of this.
Wow. 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 Okay. Yeah. So this is going to be good. I think we are going to see a lot of stuff. Now, another one too, like you see, did you go into Meredith Marks?
So Meredith Marks, yeah, a little bit, but just a little bit about her. She has this persona about her that's very kind of like grande dame, like she
Hmm.
is that regal figure. But she's a jewelry designer to the stars, and
Okay.
she has her husband. What is his name? Oh, her husband's name is Seth.
Okay.
Um, her main storyline though is her husband is trying to figure out what's going on with their relationship. She doesn't like sharing her phone,
Uh-huh.
and Whitney Rose actually brings this to light because when she sees Meredith with her husband, she so obviously states, oh, I thought they weren't together, I thought Meredith was cheating on her husband. Which is like, even if you know that, you don't say that to the group of women.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. 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 And then we have one other castmate, Jen, and I'm probably going to butcher her last name. Shay? Is that how you pronounce that?
Jen Shaw. She actually, you're
Shaw.
not going to be
Okay.
able to butcher it after watching the first episode because she calls it Shaw Lake City. She calls her
Oh.
glam squad the Shaw Squad.
Okay.
This woman spends $50,000 a month. She
On
calls her
what?
house Chateau Shaw. I mean, I'm guessing her jewelry, her glam squad is probably that of Erica
Holy
Girardi.
crap. Wow.
It's ridiculous, man.
What does she do for a living?
She says that we have to find out. She says she works and she has no respect for other women who don't work. I haven't seen exactly what she does yet, but I'm guessing we're going to get that from the first episode. What we do know, though, is she's probably going to have the strongest personality. And actually, one of the other housewives already said it in an interview, Lisa Barlow. She said that 2 of our housewives this season are very just camera hungry. And from my guess, it's going to be Jen Shaw and Mary Cosby.
Okay. And then, so from what I know, we haven't seen much, but just from the teasers and the trailers and the previews, do you see any of these people, like you were just saying, not being friends, kind of going head to head? There's always some people on these shows that can't stand each other. Who do you think is going to be this season that just really absolutely hates each other?
Man, there's already a few. We have Lisa Barlow and Heather Gay, who have known each other for over 20 years. Heather is actually really proud to call Lisa a friend and state that she knows her. But then Lisa Barlow starts off this season by saying, like, I don't know her. So maybe we remember things different, which Jen Shaw comes back. And again, she's one of those like prominent personalities. And she's like, if I had a B word say that she didn't know me, I'd be like, so it's I don't know. And then we also have Whitney, of course. She's calling out Meredith Marks' infidelity. Jen Shaw is calling out Mary Cosby for, I think it's racism. It's a race card, which that's going to be a huge topic. And of course, when you start touching on topics of race or anything like that, especially in today's climate, you have to, just touch it with grace. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think we're going to be in for, I'm excited that we're starting from the ground up and we can just see what the heck happens. It's exciting. I'm curious to see how all the stay-at-home craziness with this virus plays into it, if that was caught on camera or if that was already after it was edited out, or how maybe the season was already done filming at that point.
I mean, we just lived through it. It feels like such a depressing time that I hope that there is none of that in this new season, because it would feel really nice to kind of start off fresh, like life is normal again.
Yeah. And so this is going to be an exciting season for the rest of Bravo, the rest of Real Housewives. Do you watch any other Bravo? Like, my roommate loves Southern Charm. Do you watch anything else me and my subscribers would watch that you would suggest I check out?
Southern Charm, I was so against it, and then I started doing a lot of these recaps because I'm just such a Housewives fanatic. And a little bit about me, I've been behind the scenes for a few years now for some Bravo shows. And I've seen production, I see how it works, and I know I can kind of peg what's real and what's not at this point. So it's interesting. I never had an interest in Southern Charm, and then I started watching it, and I'm like, this is so organic. These are real friendships, and it makes me want to watch more, as opposed to a totally pre-produced storyline.
I know, and that was why some of these just reality shows in general. There was a couple on Bravo. Potomac was pretty good. I thought that was solid. There was some times where it just seemed like, where is this drama coming from? It seemed like it was a little bit artificial. But Southern Charm, what I've seen, that seems like totally real. Like the drama on there. I'm blanking on her name, but the girl with red hair and she
Catherine.
just had Catherine, yes. Her baby daddy, the father of those kids, what is his name?
Thomas Ravenel.
Thomas, yes. He is out of his mind. Unbelievable storyline.
But so is she, kind of. Just to be fair, she has had multiple headlines where she's dealing with addiction issues. And that's nothing to sit there and make fun of, but she seems like a girl who, Charleston has their own high society within their community, and she definitely was trying to break into that society. But, it's kind of old school in the way that, she was with Thomas Ravenel. He never actually married her.
I know.
She had kids with him. And now it's even harder to break into that community, because somebody who's a socialite doesn't want a divorced mom with 2 kids. So you see her try to navigate that a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's bizarre. I would like to start watching that more. And that's on every Thursday night?
Yes, Thursday night.
Thursday. So now we have Salt Lake City on Wednesday, Southern Charm
Orange County
Thursday.
on Wednesday.
Okay, so what's on? We have Salt Lake City on Wednesday, isn't it? Or is that not every Wednesday?
Yeah, they put it. I'm so confused why they did this. And I think it's because Orange County is offering us a little bit more of a lackluster season. So they cut the episodes, normally Orange County, and this is our flagship Housewives franchise for Bravo. Normally they do 22 episodes, and this season they completely cut it down to 12 episodes.
Wow.
So I think what they did to kind of save face on their Wednesday night slots was add Salt Lake City right after. So what we're going to get is, I mean, for me, I'm on Eastern time. So 9 p.m. we'll get Orange County. And then right after that at 10 p.m. we'll get Salt Lake City.
Okay, yeah, I'm in Central. So 9 Central, we got Salt Lake City. I'll probably tune in for Orange County too. But what else do we have throughout the rest of the week with Bravo? Is there anything else coming out? Any of these new Housewives shows coming out soon? Or is there anything else in production right now or anything on air right now that we can check out?
Well, we have Real Housewives of Atlanta coming in December. I don't want to throw out a date. I mean, it could be December 13th or something like that, but you know how everyone will hold our feet to the fire for it. So you can just check it out on Bravo. Yeah, I don't have it off the top of my head, but no, we have Southern Charm out. Of course, Below Deck just premiered again. And if you haven't seen that, that's super interesting. And this is going to be a great season. Captain Lee's amazing.
No, I have not seen that. You would suggest it though?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Again, I don't know. Bravo does a really great job with trying to navigate these different workplaces and show us maybe behind the scenes. So for example, Vanderpump Rules was a show on Bravo where they follow behind the scenes of all of these waiters and waitresses that are trying to break out into Hollywood.
Right.
Whereas like Below Deck follows a bunch of, and this is not the proper term, people actually get mad when you call them this, but yachties, these people who live on these yachts and do these charters and kind of hook up with each other and try to work with these ridiculous guests with these insane requests. It's really kind of entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Those are two shows I've never really gotten into. I've never watched. I would be open to it. You know, so you think the drama's real? It's pretty real and organic and just craziness?
So here's the thing. You're the TLC guy, and man, I have to say, I love your videos. So you always seem like you're one step ahead with the scoop. And I love that. So with TLC, it seems so different, almost like you get a lot of pre-produced storylines. Whereas what Bravo does is they don't pre-produce your storyline for you. What they do most times, they put most people who they know won't get along, they put them in a social setting, they give you tons of alcohol, and they're like, go. And if you want a second season, you better be good. And that's kind of what they give you to work with.
Similar to The Bachelor. The Bachelor, Bachelorette is the exact same thing. They don't let you sleep. Everyone's partying. And then if you want to stay on the show, if you want to go on Paradise, you have to just go completely insane. And then that's basically how it works. It's the exact same kind of thing. And I feel like it might kind of be a similar audience. There's some overlap in The Bachelor and Bravo and TLC 90 Day Fiance, but I feel like a lot of people that watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette are kind of into Bravo. But for me personally, I like all of it. If it's entertaining, I don't know about you, but if it's entertaining for me, I'll watch it.
Are you watching The Bachelorette?
Yeah, this season I'm going to watch it tonight because it is Tuesday night for everyone watching, but I'm going to watch it tonight because now Tayshia's transitioning into The Bachelorette. But with Claire, I couldn't even stomach it. I did not watch last week's episode when she finally left. Are you watching it?
I am. And at first I was trying to cover it. And then a lot of my people who watch Bravo, they were like, no, Adam, please. And I was like, what? I thought this would be super fun. But with Claire, it was a little cringeworthy because she came in and she has this she kept saying the whole time she never met Dale, never reached out to Dale. They never talked within DMs. And I don't believe any of that. I think as soon as COVID hit and she knew who the cast was, I'm sure, almost positive that they probably had conversations. But what I am excited about is Tayshia. Her personality is infectious. She's stunning. And I think she's there for the right reasons.
Absolutely. I totally agree. It's interesting. She has actually been married and divorced before, but she's a big heart. She's genuine. So I'm excited for that. I will watch that. But ironically, I got into making YouTube videos because of The Bachelor in Paradise. So it's kind of surprising, but same thing. I've always watched 90 Day Fiance, always watched Married at First Sight, and everyone just likes those videos more. Everyone that follows me hates The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Like no one likes it. So I don't talk about it much, but I do still watch it.
Well, if you got started on Bachelor in Paradise, do you remember way back when Tayshia almost settled for, what was his name, John Paul Jones?
Oh my God. She technically did, but then they ended up breaking up after Paradise, kind of towards the end of Paradise. Yes, that was a very good season. I'm curious if he's going to make an appearance. He might possibly make an appearance this season just to kind of throw his, head out there, maybe. But yeah, she's stunning. She's beautiful. She's sweet. I think the Bachelor is just so stupid to me because it's like 1 second all these guys are just head over heels for Claire, then the next second they're going to be head over heels for Tasia. So it just kind of it seems kind of fake to me, kind of, and it's kind of dramatic. But I don't know. It's not like Married at First Sight or Love After Lockup or 90 Day Fiance, but it is still pretty good.
You know, the only thing that I have to say about The Bachelor is when I was living in Los Angeles and I just here recently moved, I would meet all of the Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants as soon as it was done filming and everybody was let go from the house. They would all come into West Hollywood, hang out with some of the Bravo celebrities, really try to get their names out there. And it just shows you exactly what they were there for.
Right.
When you're trying to, I mean,
I know. It's annoying.
There were so many of them. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but I remember a lot of them were running around with some of my friends, and they would do anything to be famous. So it really makes you question, who are these people and how does ABC vet them?
You know what? It's honestly, I've been saying this for a while now. If the Bachelor or Bachelorette wants to stay around, and even kind of the other 90 Day Fiance, and 90 Day Fiance does not do this, but the Bachelor Bachelorette, everyone on there is stunningly gorgeous, the guys and the girls. They need to start casting average looking people. And then if they get ugly to average looking people, everyone will watch it because now everyone goes on with 100,000 Instagram followers or plus, and they just want to become famous. It's like, well, who wants to? Me personally, I wanted to see average, real people that want to find love. And that's it. But these people just go on for the fame.
Well, isn't that why we lost our new Bachelor from Claire Crawley's season? Wasn't she kind of like, no, you are all in it for the fame because you're Instagram famous, you're best friends with Tyler Cameron?
Yes.
I forgot what his name was, but I know that he's already confirmed as our new Bachelor.
Matt James.
Matt James, yes.
Yes. And he seems like a funny guy, but yeah, he started a cameo, I think. And Claire, who is a loudmouth, and she says like it is, she called him out and said, I don't want anything to do with you, which they wouldn't have worked anyway. And now I am excited to see him as the Bachelor, so it's cool. But it's still kind of like he was riding Tyler's coattails. They're all just trying to become famous, kind of. For some reason, though, people our age range in the young to late 20s, they just love this show. But I enjoy it, but parts of it kind of annoying.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's fun. It's like one of those little guilty pleasures. If I'm sitting there with a glass of champagne and I just want to just like check out of the world, I can totally dive into The Bachelor. But otherwise, I'll stick to Housewives.
I know. Yeah, you're the Housewife guy. For me, I am Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiance, and then Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup is like one of the most underrated. I love that show. No one ever talks about it. It's real low key. It's trashy.
I've never seen
crazy.
that.
Oh my God. It's on WeTV every Friday night. You have to check it out. Love After Lockup. Definitely.
Okay. I'll check that out if you check out Southern Charm and Below Deck.
Yeah, I will. Okay. So what night is Below Deck?
Below Deck is on Monday nights.
Okay, Monday night, and then Southern Charm is on Thursday. I'm definitely, and then now technically tonight is going to be Wednesday, 11/11, and we have Salt Lake City, you guys. I am so excited, Adam. I appreciate you coming on here. This is going to be an awesome season. You have to come back on once this season plays out. You need to come back on so we can kind of do some predictions, see what's going to happen, whatnot, and go from there. But I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, man. Of course. Anytime, just shoot me a text, a call. I'm always here, man.
For sure. And hey, where can everyone find you on YouTube, on social media? Where are you posting? Where can everyone follow you? I'm going to put your link above or below this video if they want to, but where is your best place to find your videos?
Oh, thanks, man. You can find me on YouTube. It's my YouTube's called Up and Adam. I know it's clever play on words. Yeah. And then on Instagram, I just wasn't cohesive with my stuff. So at Adam Coy Newell, Adam CoyNewell.
Okay. And everyone on YouTube, Facebook, I'm going to put a link above or below this video. Check him out. Give him a follow, especially if you want to get into the Bravo world. But he does cover 90 Day Fiance and other stuff too. So definitely make sure, hit that subscribe button, give him a follow. And Adam, man, I appreciate it. You're definitely going to come on here once again. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of course, man. And I'm also, just in case people didn't catch it last week, I want to say I appreciate and look forward to our conversation tomorrow for TLC Takeover. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video so much. I am so excited. Tonight is the night. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I cannot wait any longer. I can already tell you guys, I have a hunch it's going to be pretty good. And the fact that we can just start from the ground up, we can watch it from the beginning. We can learn the ins and the outs of these women, I guess, from the ground up. And just from the beginning, it makes it so much easier, so much more fun. So I am so excited, and I hope you guys will follow along with this series with me. Well guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, comment below your thoughts, and stay tuned for many more videos.